Hi, this is Mantu Joshi, author of The Resilient Parent, Everyday Wisdom for Life with Your Exceptional Child. You are your own self-portrait, not your kids. You are. That can be easy to forget when we feel embarrassed in public situations, especially situations where people have no idea what we are dealing with as parents, what the challenges are. They make snap judgments. It's just the way of life. And it can be stressful to feel like you were under that kind of microscope in public. I remember one time we went to Applebee's and our daughter was sitting at the table one moment and the next moment was on the table. And we employed all of our techniques to try to coax her back, work with her, setting limits. And finally, as those did not work, we went to our plan C, which was to take her out to the car and do a timeout. And so I did take our daughter out to the car, and my wife shared with me later that quite openly there were two women in the booth next to her that said, I can't believe kids nowadays. And did you see that girl? Could you believe how she was acting? Those are terrible parents. And I remember my wife talking about that later and just how much that hurt to hear those things. Truth was, we were actually at our parenting best. We had employed our strategy. We had kept our calm. We had given our daughter every opportunity to engage. And then when she didn't, we did what we said we would do, which was we said that we would take her out to the car. And so that's what we did, and ended up taking the food and eating it at home. And yet there was that feeling like somehow we had been ashamed. And for my wife, she's got a thick skin. She was able to kind of brush that off, and I'm not always able to do that, quite honestly. I'm still working on getting my skin a little bit thicker. One of the ways that I was able to kind of rewire was to start thinking of myself as my own self-portrait. I looked at myself in the mirror and realized that I was unshaven, my hair was going every which way, and I was looking as frazzled as I felt. And I decided to make a change, just small changes. Make sure that I was ready in the morning, that, did the smell check, and put myself together. I even had someone come and work with me a little bit on some of my clothes, make sure they were up to date, force myself to get rid of a few things. Whatever it is for you that works, to begin to see yourself as your own distinct person. It might be just a really subtle thing. Maybe you put on those earrings that you just never feel like you have the outfit to match with it. Whatever it is, something that makes you feel put together and as a separate person, so that people can look at you and you can feel about yourself, even if your kid's shirt is hanging every which way, that you feel that you are put together. And when you are engaging with people, you have that confidence inside. And maybe you let the water kind of flow off your back like a duck. You just let things go, and you realize that you are not the dysregulated one. You have your stuff together, and you are parenting as best you can in the circumstances that you have. You are your own self-portrait. Take care of yourself.